Hello my friends, Ukraine was successful today near to the Bakhmut direction, so this is the Bakhmut city, and here we have Klishchiivka village. Russia tried to get it under control several times. They have two of the assault vectors, but today Ukraine performed a counterattack, pushing Russian forces out a little. Let's go to the different resource to review the situation from the close perspective. Let's check out the different source to see more information and more details. So here we see the result of the Ukrainian counterattack just for today. Quite a successful one. From what I can see, there are a couple of the lakes, and Ukraine managed to get between those to attack Russian positions. As you can see, Russia used some of the artillery to counteract to Ukrainian offensive action. They also have this vector of attack towards Ukrainian positions near to the lake. Ukraine used some of the surveillance, as you can see, and Russia also has this attack vector. You can see two arrows, but basically it's the one push from the Russian side, a single advancement. And today probably they expanded the gray area from what we can see in this place. They continue to use surveillance and artillery systems. They tried to get Klishchiivka under control for a very long time, as far as I remember since October. But all of their assault attempts are just nothing. Well, at least for now, and only in this area. The main goal for the Russian army is still the occupation of Avdiivka town. Before we go to it, let me tell you about the sponsor and also the partner of my channel. Probably you know what it is. It is the Atlas VPN. They introduced a super deal for my subscribers where you may get a significant discount for their premium VPN program. Now it is available with my personal link for just $149 per month, plus you will obtain 1 year, so 12 months extra. I'm using the Atlas VPN for almost 2 years already, and I'm always satisfied with this product. I believe that it has the good price-product ratio from all of the premium VPN services. First of all, I do care about my security because Atlas VPN has a special design data breach monitoring system. If I have the Atlas VPN warning, then someone tries to reach my device, I switch off the public Wi-Fi. Atlas also has awesome feature of the multiple devices support from the single account, so I use Atlas VPN on my iPhone, laptop and iPad. I always keep it on to make sure that my devices are protected. Then I have some free time. I would like to watch my favorite series on the Netflix platform. So not only Atlas VPN gives me the permission to access any kind of series in my country which are blocked or not blocked, but it gives me fantastic streaming speed. So now my friends, please check out my personal link in the video description just below, or scan the QR code available on the screen where you may get the Atlas VPN Premium with astonishing super discount made just for my followers. $149 per month plus 12 months extra. It is the best deal possible, so hurry up to join the club. Let's continue with Avdiivka. We have the confirmation, unfortunately, that Russia moved their forces quite successfully on the northern part. You can see that they've captured this place. So it was yesterday and it is today. They totally took this road under control with the local park or some of the woods out there, and the gray area now touches the town itself. It means that soon Russia might enter the town and fight in urban environment. So they were not able to advance from Stepovo and to Ternenke. They tried to encircle the town, but they didn't have enough forces, or they didn't have enough logic from their military commanders. That's why right now they're trying to encircle this part of the city, advancing from two of those directions. But this one is complete failure. Russian army is stuck over here. There's just a single road for their advancement, and we call it the road to hell or the death road for the Russian soldiers because they're totally kaputted out there. Yes, they still keep positions under control, but I guess only with the help of the underground tunnels. About the northern part, let's check out the 3D map. So here we go, the Avdiivka town, and Russia was successful in this place. This military map source tells us that it's not just the gray zone, but Russia moved with their forces and now touching that town. So those are the cottages, some of the small country buildings, and now let's go to the place to check out the topography. And here we see that it goes down, the land goes down a little over here, but it's not significant drop, and Ukraine now has the higher ground controlling the town itself. In the upcoming days, we're gonna see if Russia is able to break through the town. According to some of the Western media sources, General Commander Zaluzhny proposed to withdraw Ukrainian forces from Avdiivka, but President Zelensky refused to move the forces out. Again, we do not have the proofs of that conversation between Zaluzhny and Zelensky. We have the information coming from unknown sources in President's office. That's it. In general, about Avdiivka, unfortunately, Russians do have perspective over there. But they should waste thousands and thousands more soldiers before achieving their goal in Avdiivka. Unfortunately, it seems like they're willing to do it, but maybe it might happen during the springtime. In February, Ukraine will still control the town. We have more videos showing the ambushment of the Russian convoy. They tried to assault towards Novomikhailivka from the northeast part, but unsuccessfully. So here we have the video of the Russian convoy. What are they doing? Why are they drawing the circles in the fields? I'm out of clue. Moreover, they collide with each other. Two of the tanks over here. Clearly no communication between Russian forces, and this tank for sure got damages to its barrel. Oh my god, it's just circus from the Russian side. Indeed, Russian army is just crazy. From the video we may judge that this Russian tank wasn't targeted, but the crew left the tank and just ran away. Very interesting move from the Russian tankists, but the rest of the Russian vehicles went across the field after drawing this kind of the circuit. And after it, Ukraine started to use lots of the artillery and FPV drones to target the Russian convoy. They continue to move in different variations, in different directions. Russian infantry just leave their vehicles and they start to move back from what I see. But it was too late for them, and finally all of them were kaputted. Totally for this attack, Russia lost 3 of the tanks, 7 of the infantry vehicles and 1 BMP. But you know what? They'll organize a new convoy and throw it again, and later on again. It is a mid-wave tactics performed by the Russian side. The last night wasn't really good for the Russian oil refinery facility in Volgograd Oblast. It was targeted by some sort of the drone. The fire was so severe that it destroyed one of the main buildings of that facility. Firemen were working all the night, but they couldn't do anything against this massive destruction of the building. The oil refinery factory belongs to Lukoil, and I guess they are not able to use it any longer. The production of petrol or diesel just stops in Volgograd Oblast. The distance from Ukrainian-controlled territory to Volgograd is around 500 kilometers. But Ukraine already has some of the drones which are capable to fly that long distance. About the attack on Belbek airfield in Crimea near to Sevastopol, Ukrainian side says that the office building was targeted, the command center actually, so it was before attack, and this is after completely demolished building and some of the vehicles nearby. And here you may probably see the entrance to some sort of the underground facility just below this road. You may check it out also on a Google Maps. So here is the building, and this one was ambushed. I believe that it's not looking like a command center, but could be underground somewhere, so this is probably the entrance to it. And here are some of the facilities. Those could be the small buildings, not sure. And it is very close to the radars which Russia uses for surveillance around the field. So this place, I would say it looks like something interesting, but maybe there was the command center. I believe that those buildings over here, new buildings, look way more cozy for the Russian officers or generals. Just to remind you, Russians claim that they've lost one of the generals, not Russian officials, but Russian military bloggers. Probably it is true, but no real evidence is provided. By the way, guys, maybe you know what happened to Gerasimov, because Shoigu is no longer with him on the meeting. So it is right now, and it was before. Again, before and right now. We have just a change. There is no plant over here, and there is the plant Maybe that is what left from Gerasimov. Well, I'm quite seriously right now, where is Gerasimov? I haven't seen his appearance in public for more than a month. It's just crazy. Before he was quite a public person. He never disappeared for such a long period of time. And now no meetings with Shoigu, no meetings with Putin. He is not seen on a public. Well, maybe I missed something and you have some extra information. I already asked my audience on my Telegram channel. They are out of clue where is Gerasimov. Shoigu, where is Gerasimov? Well, allegedly Gerasimov was killed in Crimean attack long time ago, more than a month ago. I also recorded a video about it, how he went to Novofedorovka Saki airfield, and by that time there was the attack of Ukrainian army on that base. Simultaneously, the attack was conducted on the Russian command center in Sebastopol, and since that time no more Gerasimov was reported elsewhere. Yeah, my followers on Telegram are very funny. Gerasimov, guys, you're just hilarious. Today, Russian media sources reported that one of their commanders of Tupolev 95 strategic bombers was shot from a pistol near to his house in his car. He was delivered to hospital and now he is alive. Why it happened, no one knows. However, I have an idea why it could have happened. Russia has received lots of their ex-prisoners that were pardoned by Putin himself, and they are free to go and do what they used to do in Russia. Let's watch one video of the prisoners of war exchange. The Ukrainian side filmed the video just before the exchange, and the Russian heroes explained what they've done before the war. How interesting their lives were at the Russian prison. Let's watch this video.
5 судимостей. 5 ходок. 4 судимости. 3 судимости. 3 судимости. 2 судимость. 2 судимости. 3 судимости. Нанесение тяжких телесных с летальным исходом. Статья 105. Убийство. Статья 105, часть 2. Убийство. Убийство. Статья 105. Убийство. 105, часть 2. 105.1. Убийство. 105, 2, 162, 105, 1. Убийство. Убийство. По пьяни. Попытка к убийству. Статья 105, часть 1. 105 статья, сидел, год. 5-го, 73-го года рождения. 3-я судимость. Отсидел 2 года. Статья 105, часть 30. Незаконченное убийство.
Probably all of them are from the Storm Z battalion, which hires mostly the Russian prisoners. But still Russia wanted them back because they are creating the lists for exchange. So they expect those to come back to Russia. They've been pardoned, so they are free to go elsewhere and even shoot the Russian military pilots. I think that it could have happened like that. According to Bild media source, they refer to the Russian media sources in their turn. Russia developed the new systems for their gliding bombs, extending the range up to 7 times. Well, I honestly did not believe that they might increase the range of the gliding bomb by 7 times. Yes, they extended the wings and they put some of the horizontal stabilizers for better control, but it is not a glider. The range of those bombs used to be around 30 up to 40 kilometers. So they are telling us that the range of the bombs is now 280 kilometers. It's crazy. Even the best gliders in the world do not have this glide ratio as Russian bombs. No, it's complete fake. The maximum range for gliding bomb is around 70 kilometers, and it's not the Russian-made bomb, it's the gliding bomb of the United States Army, JDAMs. One more fake was spread by the Russian propaganda today. They imitated the voice of the Texas governor using the artificial intelligence. The fake voice said that Putin is right and United States should learn from Putin. And honestly, the fake voice is undistinguishable from the real one. It's crazy how AI is able to imitate every person. So now we should take care about those deep fakes as well. The United States of America finally responded to the attacks on their military bases in Jordan, Iraq and Syria, launching the massive attack yesterday night. They used the B-1B bombers and even the A-10 Thunderbolt attack airplanes. Strikes were launched on Syrian territory and territory of Iraq. I guess that if A-10s were used for this attack, it means that the enemy doesn't have sophisticated air defense systems, and the United States do have the air superiority, since those airplanes should be used only under that condition. Well, it is great that democracy is able to respond for the autocracies. We even have the satellite images before and after the United States Air Force strikes. For example, this was the ammunition depot of the Iraqi Islamic group or something like that. Well, you may see the result, total kaput. Meanwhile, Iraq officials condemn the attack of the United States Army. They say that it is the interference into their sovereign stuff, something like that. But guys, you are unable to secure the United States bases. That is why United States respond how they can. I should record more full video on my other channel. I'll put it in the video description just below. I mean my other channel, so I highly recommend you to follow me there as well. And there I will also speak about the initiative from the Speaker Johnson. He wants to split the support for Israel and for Ukraine. I expected this move before. So 17 billion help will be provided to Israel. That's what he thinks. They will vote for it next week. The military help for Ukraine is still frozen by the MAGA group in the House of the Representatives and by the Trump himself. More about it on my other channel. And just to offer today's day with something interesting, here is a Russian vehicle. I may call it the DIY demining truck. It has some of the hatch to go inside. Is it really a military vehicle? I'm quite confused of what it was before. Could they have a serial production of those in the Russian military factories? Out of clue. But what I know that this vehicle was stopped with the help of the FPV drone attacks from Ukrainian side, and it has a light armor comparable to infantry vehicles and tanks. But the plague is really huge. My friends, don't forget to press a huge like to this video. By doing so, you help me a lot. And also please check out my personal link in the video description just below, where you may find the Atlas VPN Premium with a huge discount made just for my followers. Hurry up to join the club. My friends, I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are and have a great time.